What's going on YouTube? This is Travis with Central Trading Card Company here, bringing you another YouTube video. This time we're going to go over our card submission grading services. It's going to be a little step-by-step tutorial for you guys, so you guys can kind of see the whole process, how you guys submit grading cards with us, and hopefully make it a little bit easier for you guys to understand. So first thing you're going to do is obviously go to our website. For those who don't know, a link will be in the description as well, but it's just centraltradingcc.com. And then once you're on our homepage here, all you got to do is click on the grading services. And once you open the grading services, this view will be changing here shortly, pretty soon. This will no longer be embedded. Instead, you'll see some YouTube videos that we're going to link up here to show you guys how everything works. But basically, this is kind of all the links you guys can use here. So submission template is going to bring you to the homepage here. Then also you guys can use PSA. PSA price tabling is going to be here for you guys. Kind of goes over all the different brackets in the PSA, and we'll kind of go through these real quick. So as you guys know, we had to redo this video because PSA and Beckett both increased their prices, so we had to adjust accordingly. So for your basic service, which is kind of your bulk submission, you're looking at $25 a card. We're looking at almost 6+ months now for a turnaround for those cards to come back, and those cards cannot go over $499 in the graded format. Then you have your next regular one, which is $110 a card. Right now we're at about 25 business day turnaround for that. Those cards can't go over $9.99. This process kind of repeats for itself, so you guys can kind of see. But the first column is always going to be the price of the card. Second column is going to be the current turnaround for that current bracket, and the last column is basically the max value of that card, what that card can be at when it's graded value. What I like to tell people too is, say if you guys have a card that's kind of teetering on the two brackets, so maybe if that card's a PSA 10 and it, that sells for 750, but the PSA 9 only sells for 400. I'd always suggest going to the lower bracket here. PSA can deem that card is not in the correct bracket, and when they grade it as a PSA 10, it'll come back and they'll bump you guys up to that next bracket, so you have to pay the difference. But to me, that's kind of worth the risk, honestly. So, I mean, if I send a card in there and it comes back and I have to pay more, then I know I got PSA 10 and it's worth the money. So, that's kind of how I look at it. I always kind of go, if it's teetering between two brackets, I always go lower bracket and hope for the best that either one, PSA won't upcharge you for it, or two, if they do upcharge you for it, it's a good sign because you get the higher end of the card. So, good for that. But as you guys can see here, prices changed pretty dramatically. They got rid of some of their services, so really it's a big jump from basic to regular. I mean, there is really no middle ground here anymore. Similar thing for Beckett over here as well. We can go to the Beckett tables here. They have four. Of course, right now they're $40 a card. These are all sub grades though, so we only submit to Beckett with sub grades, just FYI. But looking at $40 a card for your bulk. We're looking at about a 60-day. Usually it's a 60-day turnaround, but currently we're at about 8 months. So kind of how these brackets break down here is the first column is going to be the current price. Second column is the usual turnaround time, but the third column is actually what the current turnaround time is right now, according to Beckett's website. I think you guys get an idea here too. There is no price tiers for Beckett. So there is no limit on basically no limit for that value of the card for that certain tier. So unlike PSA, they won't bump you up to the next one. It's really just how fast you want that card to come back to you. So Beckett's pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. Then we also have CGC right now. CGC is the quickest turnaround. Please note though, we do subgrades and non-subgrades with CGC, just so you guys give it FYI. But subgrades are going to have to add $7 to that, and I'll show you guys that ordering process on our website here in a second. But just keep that in mind that if you guys want subgrades, it is going to be an additional $7. That's what they charge, and on top of that as well, when you guys add subgrades, it's going to add 5 days to the turnaround time as well. So just keep that in mind. But it will not add any additional turnaround time if you order the express or the walkthrough tiers. So CGC is also one of the quicker turnaround right now, but they're also roughly probably the cheapest, so to speak, when you go higher tiers as well for the quicker turnarounds. So bulk, you're looking at about $15 a card. You're about an 80-day business days turnaround time right now, but the value cannot go over $100. Economy, you're about $25 a card. You're looking at about 65-day business turnaround. and then can't go over $400 a card, so on and so on. But I mean, look at this. I mean, Express is only $45 a card. Turnaround is roughly 11 business days. And the max declared value is 10,000. So I mean, you get a really good bang for your buck here. Anything, if you guys want some quick turnarounds, CGC is the way to go right now. And I always suggest, doing subgrades too if you guys want to. It's kind of personal preference. I do half and half with CGC. Sometimes I have the subgrades, the other half I kind of just went straight whole grade. So it's really kind of personal preference on that one. But this is basically, these are the price guides on each of these brackets here. So nothing too crazy here. But we'll kind of go over the store here, guys. So if you guys go to the store, and then you guys go to your grading services, you can kind of see the breakdown. So once you know which breakdown you want, we'll go ahead and see all the different ones. So we'll say, okay, we decided we're looking to do CGC. Click on CGC, and then all you gotta do is select the one that you want to go with. I'm gonna update this as well, so you guys can kind of see the price next to it, so you guys have an idea. So when you click on it, you have an idea of the what you're clicking on, so you don't have to keep going back to that, memorizing the chart, so to speak. But basically, let's just say you're going to do no subgrades, bulk submission. That's the cheapest one, which is $15 a card. We'll say we do 3 cards. All you got to do is add to your cart, and then a simple checkout, and you guys are good to go there. Once you check out, just go ahead and go back to our grading services, guys, or you can do this before you check out. It doesn't really matter which order you guys do this in. But once you order from the site and you guys order the grading services, we need you guys to go ahead and fill out the forms as well. So there's going to be kind of 2 forms you have to fill out. The first one is going to be our Excel template. You can go through the forms here. It'll give you a direction where to download from, or if you want to, you can go ahead and just download directly from a website here, or the forms will guide you on the link to download it for as well. But nothing too crazy. Once you download it, it's going to look like this. So this is pretty self-explanatory, nothing too crazy. How many cards you guys have, just type them in. We'll just say, we'll kind of go right through here. We'll say, so we're Share Champions Path. It came out in 2020. This is the card number on the actual card itself, and it's a Charizard V. So this is basically the promo, guys. This is the promo Charizard we're typing in here. Of course, when we did this, PSA 10 was roughly 250. I can't remember what it's at right now, but we'll just say 250 sounds about right. So we'll go with the 250 mark. You guys fill in all the cards you got there, and after that, just fill in your first and last name here, your email address, and if you guys already placed an order, go ahead and put your order number here. That way, this kind of allows us to know which service you guys are using, and this kind of helps us out with what kind of cards you got coming to us as well. So this form is going to be used for all 3 services. So it doesn't matter if you guys use PSA, Beckett, or CGC. This is going to be filled out exactly the same each way. There's no difference with that. And then once you guys go ahead and get that all saved, you're going to be filling out the form. Again, like I said, this is going to change here pretty soon, so you won't see this embedded anymore. But you guys will have to click on a link just like this here. It's going to take you to the actual form itself. So you guys will be filling out this form here. We're just going to go over it real quick. So you can read through it all as normal here, but we're just going to go through it real quick. This is the link I'm telling you guys right here. So if you guys didn't already download the Excel file, this is a link to the Excel file that we just did right there. But let's go. All you gotta do now is just go ahead and upload it. So let's go ahead and upload it real quick. Boom. Upload. Perfect. You guys uploaded that document now. Move on to the next one. This one's kind of voluntary, but I suggest it if I was you guys. If you guys want, go ahead and submit pictures of all the cards you're sending to us. That way we have some documentation on what you guys are sending to us, so you can kind of see the condition of it as well. Anytime we get a submission from you guys, we will go live, opening up that box you guys sent to us, so you guys can see the condition we get it in, and you guys can kind of get the whole. You guys get to see the beginning process of us getting your cards ready for grading as well. So we will be going live, so you guys can see that, and also upload a video for you, and we'll send it to you as well for that for the track record as well. But we have a max of 10 pictures you guys can go ahead and upload here. If you have more than 10 pictures, just go ahead and go to like ImageGur or someplace like that where you can upload all those photos, and just give us that URL to that photo album here. Of course, if you want to, you can always just decline, say you don't want to upload any pictures there, and we'll move on to the next. And then this final one is just terms and services, nothing too crazy here, just basically saying that we're not responsible for if anything gets lost at PSA, blah blah blah, but everything will be insured. This is mailing to PSA or whichever service you guys are using will be 100% insured through the postal service that we use. Same thing will get returned back to us and return it from us back to you guys. So there's a lot of shipping involved in this. It's kind of why a lot of the bulk of the cost is coming from that. So there's lots of insuring all those cards going to and from places just to be on the safe side. You guys do have the right to cancel you guys' grading card service at any time, as long as we have not sent those cards off for grading yet. There will be a 50-cent fee per card for a holding fee, basically for us doing all the work to get everything ready. And then you guys cancel it on us. All we're going to do is just take 50 cents per card, so nothing too crazy there. Just for all the work that we already done. But once you guys read through all this, agree, submit, and boom. It's just that simple. Nothing else too crazy there. And then you guys can go back to the main page again if you need to, and then you need to place that order if you haven't placed the order yet on the store. But really, that's really about it. Nothing too crazy as far as the website actually goes on with how to do that submission or anything like that. And next, we'll go and show you guys how to get those cards ready for PSA, how you would ship them to us. That is very important, how you guys ship cards to us. You make sure they don't get damaged or anything like that. So we'll go over that here in the next video for you guys. Alright guys, as we continue, we'll go ahead and show you guys a couple different ways you guys can go and pack up these cards and send them to us. This is our personal preference, and you guys can do it any way you guys want, but we'll show you guys a couple different ways on how to do it. So as you can see here, the card's in what we call a card saver. You guys can send it in a card saver or a top loader. You guys' preference, it doesn't really matter. For shipping purposes, I typically like to go ahead and use top loaders. They're a little more rugged for when you guys ship, so I always suggest those over the typical card savers that you see here. Again though, it's going to be personal preference. So there's going to be a few things you guys are going to need for this. First, it's going to be a top loader or you guys' card saver, whichever you guys will be using. On top of that, you guys are going to need a penny sleeve. And then these tabs you see here are completely optional as well. The tabs just make it easier for the card to come out. So if you guys have one, that's awesome. No big deal if you don't. We'll go and get the card prepared for you guys either way. But the card goes in the penny sleeve, and then the penny sleeve into your top loader or to your card saver. Just make sure you guys' cardboard matches whichever card saver or card or top loader you guys are using. That way it's a perfect fit and nothing's going to get damaged along the way. Alright, this cardboard here is a little bit thinner than I typically like to use. That's kind of why I doubled it up. But as you see when they're together, that's the typical thickness you guys want for that cardboard, so it doesn't bend easily. This is kind of just the rule of thumb I found out through over the years as I've been messing with everything. But of course, most importantly, you want to make sure that cardboard matches that size of the top loader or that card saver you guys are using. That is very important. Make sure that card does not get damaged along transit to us. Alright, if you guys are using a top loader, it's going to be very important to make sure you guys go and tape the very top of it so that card doesn't fall out. I suggest either using masking tape or painter's tape to go and tape that off. It's just a small little piece that goes on top here to make sure that card doesn't fall out during transit. Make sure I try to avoid using like scotch tape or anything like that, because typically it's a little too sticky and kind of makes a little bit of a mess. So that's why we suggest either painter's tape or masking tape usually works best. But once you have that card all situated, you go and put it in between the two pieces of cardboard you see here, and then you guys go tape up all four corners like I did here. Once your card is all prepared and you see here, we go and put this piece of cardboard here inside a bubble mailer. Then I typically put that bubble mailer inside of a small cardboard box. That way it prevents it damaging. If you guys keep it in a bubble mailer, you get that chance of getting bent or stepped on. So that's why I like to put it inside a bubble mailer inside of a cardboard box to prevent things from moving around. But once we get everything here, what we do is we'll go ahead and open it live for you guys. We'll just go and open up so you guys see the condition it comes in. That way you guys, there's no tomfoolery going on. You can see the exact same condition we get it in. Everything will be open live. That way you see what we see in real time, and then you guys also be linked to a archive file for it as well. But really that's the process. Nothing too crazy about it. Pretty straightforward. But if you guys do have any other questions, make sure to reach out to us before sending in the cards so we can go ahead and address those issues for you. Alright guys, that is everything we do have for you guys for this video. Hopefully you guys got a better understanding of how to submit cards with us and the whole process. As always though, if you guys do have any questions, leave a comment or reach out to us directly through our website. Hit the contact us page. We'll get back to you as soon as possible with any questions you guys have or concerns. Also, guys, in the description, you guys will find links to everything we discussed here today, along with our Discord. Make sure you guys join that. We are trying to get a growing good community here. But I appreciate you guys coming out here. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, the whole 9 yards. We really appreciate it. Trying to get a good growing community here. Reach out to as many people as we can. But until next time, guys, appreciate it. You guys have a good rest of your day.